You're a few dates in, and suddenly the way they eat makes your skin crawl. Their good morning texts that you used to think were sweet now feel suffocating. You used to get excited when their name appeared on your phone. Now every message feels a bit like pressure. Or maybe it's later. You've been seeing each other for months, and one day, out of nowhere, their laugh just grates on you. Even the thought of intimacy turns from exciting to awkward. That sudden flip, where attraction turns into aversion almost overnight, is what people call the ick. It can feel irrational, embarrassing, even brutal. But it's more than just a trending dating meme. The ick arrives because it has something important to tell you. So let's take a look at what it really means underneath, and how to handle it without ghosting or completely shutting down. On the surface, the ick looks like it's about small details: chewing too loudly, messaging too much, the way they breathe at night. But the intensity of this reaction is out of proportion. If it was only about their shoes or their chewing, you wouldn't feel sick at the thought of them touching you. That's because the ick is rarely about the detail itself. It's a cover story for something deeper, often fear of intimacy, or a quiet signal that this person isn't the right fit for you. For many people, the ick is how the nervous system slams on the brakes. Closeness means vulnerability, letting yourself be seen, understood, and possibly hurt. That can stir up old fears of rejection, abandonment, even loss of identity. Your body doesn't say, "I'm scared to let someone in." Instead, it latches onto something trivial, something easier to blame, like "I can't stand how they drink their coffee." And this isn't silly. It's protection. If you use something to convince yourself you're turned off, you don't have to risk being left behind. But this type of fear-driven ick has a cost. It can cut you off from connection that might actually be safe, nourishing, even healing, if you gave it space. But sometimes the ick isn't fear. It's really your intuition. The truth is, your body is quick to notice when attraction, pace, or values aren't aligned. Maybe you don't actually want what they want. Maybe the relationship is moving faster than you're comfortable with. Or maybe you wanted it to work, but something in you knows it just won't. In these cases, the ick isn't your nervous system panicking, it's your deeper self pointing out a truth your brain hasn't admitted yet. So fear and mismatch can feel the same in the body. Both can make you recoil, and they can create an urge to escape. The challenge is that one can be worked through. Fear can soften with safety and time, while the other only grows louder if you ignore it. The sad truth is that this is really why so many people ghost. Disappearing feels easier than sitting with the discomfort long enough to figure out which one it is: deep-rooted fear or genuine incompatibility. So when the ick appears, how should you handle it differently? First, pause. Don't make a snap decision in the heat of the feeling. Really ask yourself, is this really about them, or is this about my fear of intimacy? Does this mismatch feel like relief, as though I'm finally admitting the truth? Or does it feel like panic? If I slowed the pace, would the ick soften? Or does it still feel wrong at its core? If it's fear, maybe it's time for you to lean in gently. Suggest slower dates. Take a little time apart and come back. See if the feeling softens once your nervous system has had time to calm down. Sometimes the ick dissolves once your body realizes you're safe. And if it's a genuine mismatch, honesty is kinder than silence. It may feel brutal to say, "I don't think this is right for me." But disappearing leaves both of you more confused, more bruised, and less trusting next time. So let's look at the bigger picture here. The ick isn't just about dating. It can happen in friendships, in long-term relationships, even at work. That sudden wave of irritation where someone you were once drawn to now feels unbearable. In every case, it's a signal. Sometimes it's fear of being close. Sometimes it's just about compatibility. And learning to tell the difference is one of the most powerful emotional skills you can build. This is what it really comes down to. The ick isn't random. It's either your fear trying to keep you safe, or your body pointing out a truth you'd rather not face. You don't need to shame yourself for feeling it. What matters is how you respond. Because if you slow down, listen carefully, and stay honest with yourself, the ick stops being a mystery and starts being your guide. You've been watching The Soft Skills. Like and subscribe for more ways to make sense of the feelings you can't always explain.